peace is guaranteed cause we all stuck. Come together, no division cause we come clutch. All up, yeah, we all up. Hey, now we all up. Love and peace is guaranteed cause we all stuck. Come together, no division cause we come clutch. All up, this is one love.
Hey, rise kings and queens.
What's happening?
This your girl, I Sparkle Supreme, coming back at you with another episode of Lifted and Gifted. We are bringing awareness to mental health in the Black community, especially amongst our children, our youth, and our young adults. So we are going to dive deep into some taboo issues and just, see how music and other creative outlets can promote healing. I have a special guest here with us today, Hurricane the Poet.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Yes, straight out of Sacramento. He's done a lot of great things creatively. So we just want to get his story and, go from there.
Glad to be here. Sparkle, I thank you for your platform. I thank you for inviting me. Like she said, I'm Hurricane the Poet. I'm just turned 50. So I've done 50 years in Sacramento. I was born in 71. I did about my first 13 years on and off in Shriners Hospital for Crippled Children. I was born with my feet 45 degrees backwards, so I had like 18 operations. So I had a lot of physical trauma, but the mental trauma didn't start until I got into the elementary school. I was classified a genius at the hospital. My comprehension level was that of a sophomore in high school. So when I got to Tahoe Elementary, which was on the border of Stockton Boulevard, Oak Park was on one side and Tahoe Park was on the other side. My mom was the PTA president, so she knew that they was getting funding for the black kids, but spending it on the white kids. They put me into a special ed class, and I stayed into that special ed class until I got out of high school. Did that, even with a high comprehension level, even with everybody in the community telling me that I was a genius, school still found a way to say I was less than.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Yeah, it began a yearn in me to want to show people how much they are and what they come from, and just something to rebuke all of those things that we told we are, especially at a young age, because I think about third grade, a lot of us seem to just check out of elementary, especially young black males.
Yeah.
We don't. It's so much different from the world that we live in. The kings and queens that we see in our neighborhood. There's a hierarchy that we as people, we know about it. From the preachers to the people that work to the people that are in the street. There's actually a hierarchy. So when you tell kids that they don't come from nothing or they aren't nothing, that it's hard for them to believe that. Internally, I think they just rebuke that.
Yeah.
I think internally they say, no, I'm something and I come from something. And I think one of the times you was telling me about how you look for your mom, how your mom looks for you, and just something on the inside telling us, regardless of what everybody else on the outside says, something on the inside is saying something. So 2008, my grandmother passed, and I wrote a poem for her, and it was my first chronicle. And what I mean by that is we done so much as a people, it takes somebody to just put it in chronological order.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You did this, and then 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 along somewhere, somebody else came and done something else.
Right.
But they say necessity is the mother of invention, so I always thought that the people that are here first, they're going to invent everything that they need because they need it.
Right.
So that need that's in us to want to connect with our people, that need to want to be family, that need to want to protect, provide, love, and spread that love. When social media came, I thought it was one of the best things that happened. I feel like finally we get something that we get to control and we can put up our messages. I always liked how we knew stats about football, baseball, basketball, but we didn't never know our stats as a people.
Yep.
We never knew our stats as a people. We never knew what we made. We never knew what we created, what we invented. And I was like, I just wanted to change the narrative. You know, I wanted to use all of my blessings that I was given, whether it be my mouthpiece or my artwork or my raising the kids.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
right.
because that's something that taught me more than I think a lot of everything else did.
Yes.
That's Nicenan, my oldest child. I spent the most time with her, and she's the one that let me know repetition works on kids.
Yeah.
Repetition really works on kids. And if you just pay attention, they're really going to tell you how to raise them.
Yeah.
So with social media, us being able to control our own narrative, and I always knew from way back the Rodney King incident where the video was used to show us what really goes on. Now people from the street or people from, I don't even want to say people from the street because everybody is connected, related, or community-wise, you know, so everybody is from the street or at least knows somebody who is.
Okay. Don't stop the music.
Bam.
Cut this out. Because I don't want it to start over again.